Hello everyone, welcome back to Kotlin for Beginners. This is episode 5. Today we are diving into one of the most versatile and commonly used data types in Kotlin, that is strings. By the end of this episode, you will work with strings like a pro. So grab your coffee, open up your IDE, and let's get started. So, what is a string? In Kotlin, a string is a sequence of characters enclosed in double quotes. It is used to represent a text. For example, if I give something like val and if I give like greeting hello Kotlin with a double quotes, it will be regarded as a string. So it's just a simple line that creates a variable and you can assign a double quotes text into it, right? Uh, there are certain things we will discuss here, like utility methods, like uppercase or toLowerCase. So this utility methods, what will do is it will convert your string to all the characters to uppercase, and if you want to apply all the characters to lowercase, in that case you will use toLowerCase. Okay. So these are utility methods. This will be handy whenever you are doing string comparisons. So suppose you are comparing two strings. One string is having all capital letters and the other one is having all the lowercase letters. In those cases, when you compare, you have to keep in mind that this is a uppercase and lowercase comparison. In that case, you need whether you want to have that comparison or you need to ignore that. That's based on you. We have already used that in Java, like equals ignore case or equals, right? So it's like that. It's handy when you use it. Okay. So these are basic utility methods. So after that, we will use string comparison. So whenever you are comparing two strings, in those cases you use a string comparison. Like it will give you whether two strings are equal or not, or like if you are comparing these two strings, it will any two strings, it will give you the difference between these two strings, right? So after that, we will move into index of operator, right? Oh, sorry. Yep. Yeah. So we will go to index of operator. So index of operator is nothing but is just an operator trying to find a substring within a string. So, if you have a string like Kotlin and you want to find a substring like cot inside it, so it will show you the index of the proper substring that you have searched. So we will see that in the section as, I mean, in the code section as well, right? And you know what is concatenation? So concatenation is nothing but whether you're combining two strings. Those cases we use concatenations. You have used the concat operator in Java as well, right? So the next one is interpolation. So interpolation is basically combining two strings and with you know with the operator or the dynamic variables. Okay, we will see that in the code section as well. Okay, so let's go to our code section. So let's try to learn it with the code. So let's take the string demonstrations. Okay, now let's take a variable called test string. Okay, now we will declare it as a string. Okay, now we will assign some values to it, right? Okay, so let's do I love technique. Okay, now this is the way you have created a string. So you can put that test string and you can print it. So if you print it, you'll get the result because a string has been created and some value has been assigned, right? Yeah, as you can see, it has been assigned. Okay, now this is a pretty basic one. Okay, now we will check the utility methods like to uppercase. As you can see, it has been marked here like it is a a deprecated method, but we will still try to show what it actually is. Okay, as you can see, it has made uh, you know all those characters to capital case, right? So you can check that with lowercase as well, because we don't have suppose we do that. Let's make these four as uppercase, and we will give test string dot to lowercase. Okay, now you will see everything has been, the first one will be print as this one. Yeah, as you can see, the first one has been printed with all the upper cases, and the next one has been printed with all the lower cases. So these are basic utility functions for handy comparisons. Okay, now we will go to let's take another one. Okay, let's take a string 2, and we give the type as string. Okay, now we will assign some values. Okay, let's see, we will do I love technique 2. Okay, so as you can see here, we will try to do what, combine these two strings by concatenation. So what concatenation does is, you will try to combine these two strings, like string 1 plus we will concatenate with a space, and after that we will give test strings 2. Okay, now if you run it, you will see that we have concatenated these two strings, okay, with a, a space. Okay, so this is what concatenation is. So in Java you use the concat operator, right? It's the same here. Okay, now we will check the comparisons. Okay, comparisons, we will check println, we will check test string is equals test string 2 or not. If those are equals, then only it will give us true, else it will give us false. As you can see, it will give us false because the test string 2 is not equals to test string, right? You have already known, you have learned that in the Java as well, that the how the equals method works. Okay, now we will check the substring search. Okay, now you give what you, let's say I'm declaring search string as tech. Okay, now we will check that whether this tech is actually inside test string or not. Okay, now we will check this one, search string dot index of search string dot index of, let's say we take this one. Let's see. So as you can see, it has not given that because we have written that in a opposite way. So index of takes this one with this test string. So ideally what should you have put it? Test string dot index of search string. Okay. So the reason behind this is I wanted to show you that how what in test string. Okay, in test string it is, oh okay, as you can see it has not been it is not showing because of the uppercase and lowercase. We will make this as technique. Okay, and now we will check. As you can see, it has given the index where it is starting. Okay, it is starting at the 7th index, that is why it has given us the proper index. Okay, this is how you do a substring search. Okay, now we will go for interpolation. It's very easy. Suppose it's also a way to combine the results. So suppose we give variable x is equals to 10, and we are trying to write a string like I have bought, uh, and whenever you want to include that. Okay, whenever you want to include that, what is happening here? Okay, suppose we take z here because we have already declared uh, x. Oh, z is also declared. Okay, fine. Let's take t. Okay, so we will do t. So it will be able to resolve the t. Okay, so I have bought a 10 rupees gadget. So in order to resolve this $t, it will resolve it as 10. Okay, that is how the interpolation works. So if you run it, you will see I have bought a 10 rupees gadget. Yeah, as you can see, it has resolved this $t as the value of t that has been replaced here. That's why you are able to see that these two has been combined. So in case of dynamic string formatting, we use the interpolation. Okay, so these are the basics of the string functions. We have discussed the basic utility functions. What are strings? How can you compare these two strings, or how do you concatenate, or how do you combine the results with interpolation? So we have covered the basics, that how you can use the string methods as well. So we will discuss the the later concepts in the next videos. So for the time being, bye from my side. If you like the video, if you have learned something from this video, do like, share, and subscribe this channel. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thank you.